Good morning. It's Monday, and it's very bright, and very early, and very much the beginning of yet another week. But on the bright side, well, the other bright side, today is most definitely the last session of the game. Last week was going to be, but I held back commenting on a couple of things here, just in case we didn't get there. And as my intuition told me, we didn't quite get there. When last we left our heroes, they have Sanshara, bearer of the Rod of Law, now disarmed of the Rod of Law, held in the gargantuan hand of an altar-sized Sinclair, nearly unconscious. The Rod of Law, having been disarmed, fell into Sanshara's throne, and the throne vanished. To where, they do not know. This is the scene where we left our heroes. This was end of session. Moments away from a climax of some kind. Only, it's probably not the climax the heroes are expecting. You see, through the majority of this game, they have seen Sanshara as their biggest enemy, their biggest threat, the biggest problem with all of this. The problem is that the universe needs Sanshara. I mean, people like Sanshara, of course, to make business work, but in this case, the universe actually needs Sanshara. And so, as Sinclair holds Sanshara, ready to crush him or whatever else they intend to do with him, there's going to be an interruption. The group's old pal, Dugan, will be arriving. I love bringing Dugan Redhammer into games. For those who are not familiar with him, Dugan Redhammer is the avatar of Reorx in Kryn. Most commonly believed, and definitely the case in my setting, Reorx is another name for Moradin. So he actually traveled with the group for a while. He was actually their pilot for a while. And he always said that they would owe him a favor. There would be something he would ask them to do for him. Now, he's going to arrive, but he's not going to arrive alone. He is also going to arrive with a very elderly man draped in what looks like robes made of solid gold. For anyone who has true seeing, which a couple members of the group do, they will realize that he is not a man, in fact, but a gold dragon. A gold dragon on a colossal scale. In fact, if you want to go with the old terms that D&D doesn't even really use anymore, I don't think they have some Spelljammer, actually. He would be a gold dragon of size Colossal Plus. And yes, there used to be a Colossal Plus. players who have played in more than one of my games, who have played in the game before this one, have already met this guy, so their characters will have no idea who it is, but the players will know. And sometimes the players knowing something is enough. Sometimes the characters don't actually have to know. It means that the characters might have some vague feeling of significance, but the players understand that feeling of significance. And I like to play with that from game to game. And I like to give the players insights into other things that are going on, even if their characters don't grasp the significance of those things. So this is a character called Tyrell Lord, and he was quite a significant player in the last game. He's now there with Dugan / Reorgs / Moradin. And basically what they are going to explain to the group is that, as I said, the universe needs Sanshara. For things to play out as the grand design dictates, Sanshara needs to be alive to form the Galactic Trade Council once all of this is over with. Now, again, the characters may or may not get the significance of this, but the players know, because the last game was set further in the future, that the Trade Council is something that lasts and becomes an enduring element of this setting. So the realization that Sanshara is the founder of it, when actually a few of the players have been thinking they might be the founders of it, might come as a bit of a blow. But basically, Dugan and Tyrell Moore, which it's worth mentioning, having mentioned that the group was from the future. Tyrell Moore, he dabbles with a bit of time travel himself. He's actually a chronomancer, but yeah, among other things. He's been around a long time, and when you've been around a long time, you pick up a few different classes. He's a bit of a mess, actually, but we won't go into that any further. Tyrell Moore and Moradin basically want to explain to the group that they have to leave Sanshara alive, and that the Rod of Seven Parts is no longer, the Rod of Seven Parts is no longer a problem. That has been taken care of. Moradin will actually offer the group one of the 7 parts, just as proof that it has been broken. And from there, Dugan is going to explain that it's time to cash in his favor, and that his favor will take the group far beyond the bounds of adventuring as they know of it. That this adventure will be the greatest adventure they have ever known, and that it is to fight a threat which has rewritten time more than once already, which has torn at the fabric of the great weave of reality many, many times, all in the name of doing good. A force that in its own naivety could perhaps be the most dangerous force across time. Now, in this description, the players will probably start to realize that with the appearance of Tyrell Moore and the description of what's been going on and all of this, the force that this group is being sent to stop is actually the last game's group of player characters who continually tried to do the right thing and ended up completely destroying things while they were at it. They are they are a wrecking ball with the ability to time travel. And they actually had been sealed in a time prison, a plane of their own design that was sealed. But when the chaos was unleashed, they got out. And basically, this game will end as this group departs with Moradin to go and fight the last game's group. And who knows, we might come back to these groups one of these days, but for now, that will be the fade to black moment. With that, I'm going to go ahead and end the video today. Like, subscribe, all that good stuff. It really helps me out, so I do appreciate it. Comment below if you've got any comments. That just makes sense. And I'll be back tomorrow to tell you how it went and how the players took it. Have a great day.